A Fresno police officer has some scrapes and bruises. He was attacked by a suspect who he later shot and killed. The man was apparently threatening to kill his family at a home near Maple and Huntington. When police arrived, the suspect choked one of the officers. It was a short but important trip for Mayor Ashley Swearingen, who says the president's plan for immigration reform fueled optimism. The plan could lead to citizenship for 11 million undocumented immigrants now living in the United States, and many say the Central Valley will be heavily impacted if this goes through. Good morning to you. I'm Diane Tuazon. Thanks for starting your day with us. Hundreds of thousands of people are in the nation's capital to see. You should never confront someone trying to take your property. The better thing to do is call 911. No sign of the driver who crashed into a front yard in North Fresno. The car ended up hitting a telephone pole. Well, the good news is there's enough flu vaccines to go around. At least that's what the Madera County Health Department is saying. But don't expect the flu shot to work right away. All three character witnesses who took the stand today insist that Megan Martson is a person of good character. One of them has a law enforcement background and says he trusts Martson with his own child. Well, you know, a handful of people I talked to admit that social media is part of their daily activity, but psychologists say be careful what you post on the internet. It can say a lot about who you are. Just moments ago, they walked up the steps with those boxes. Just under 40,000 signatures collected. Even down to the last 5 minutes of deadline, they had people coming up to them, hand-delivering their petitions, and they're confident it will lead to a special election. The move-over law has been in effect since 2007, but Caltrans says not enough drivers are taking it seriously, even when proper safety gear is used. It was an emotional day in court for both sides of the family. Ella's mother was the first to take the stand, and at one point there wasn't a dry eye in the room as she described that moment when her family gathered in prayer before deciding to take baby Ella off life support. The trick to tackle something this big is to do a figure-8 motion to get all areas so that firefighters can go in and make the rescue. We have caution tape blocking off the area. The back door of this courthouse is boarded up after an explosive device shattered the glass door. Luckily, no one was hurt, but investigators aren't taking this lightly. Yeah, Evie, the controversial sign is coming down as we speak. It looks like the company had one of their crews come out and take down the sign. You can see the tire marks on the carpet and the ceiling scraped off from this gate when someone rammed a truck into the front door to try to steal some merchandise. Yeah, there's a lot to take in here at the Big Fresno Fair. Take a look at the crowd out here who came out here with their homemade signs, and I will tell you, a 10-year-old boy was biking down this crosswalk with his family when police say LeBeau drove right through them, dragging the little boy several yards down Shepherd Avenue.
Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good morning, everybody. A chilly start to your day, but it'll warm up just a tad bit. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Nothing in our skies to worry about, at least for now. That's because all the low pressure system here from the coast is going to make its way to the valley, and that's going to bring in rain showers later on this week. But for now, clear skies and higher temperatures, so we'll take that. Today's valley highs: Merced 62, Visalia 63. Well, it was another hot and dry day today, and it looks like it'll stay that way throughout the weekend. But first, let's take a look at our current temperatures right now throughout the valley. 84 in Fresno, 78 in Merced. The area, just to give you an idea of what's going on, we've got the high pressure system that's going to be taking in control of the Central Valley, which means for us, hotter temperatures throughout the weekend. It's going to reach triple digits tomorrow. I'll tell you about that coming up, but don't you worry. 7-day forecast. Monday, Tuesday, clear. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, patchy fog in the system. And then Saturday, Sunday, some slight chance of showers. Now, time for your Banks of the West traffic report. According to CHP, southbound 99 north of Merritt Drive, one lane is closed for a possible fatal collision. Crews just arrived on scene, so they try to avoid that area if you can. We'll let you know once that lane is back open. But you can truly feel all the love and support the San Francisco Giants have from their fans as tens and thousands of people gather here today to welcome and congratulate their World Series champions.
And the Giants have won it all!
It was a sweep against the Detroit Tigers that put the San Francisco Giants back where they were 2 years ago as a World Series champions. And even some of the players are still trying to wrap their heads around winning a second World Series title in just 3 years.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was a dream come true.
Tigers being swept. Watch it. Cleaning up this mess.
For thousands of diehard Giants fans, celebrating another World Series victory on Halloween was enough reason to skip out on work to support the team.
This is the only thing I want to do today. If I die today, I'm happy.
And much like the diversity San Francisco is known for, the same is true for its fans. Thousands crowded the streets decked out in orange and black, many even dressed in unique costumes.
cheering on their favorite giant as they each made their way through the parade. And while these giants are aggressive on the field, they have a soft spot for each and every one of their loyal fans.
What about the loyalty you have to the fans of Giants?
Our fans are everywhere. I mean, they do a great job coming out to the park every night, but then they travel well also. So, I mean, they're a lot of fun.
It's unbelievable. The fans this year have been awesome. I mean, from Matt Cain's perfect game all throughout the playoffs. I mean, we went to Detroit, and the first thing that I thought was how much better our fans were than theirs.
And like every loyal fan would say, never underestimate the heart of a Giant.
You know, if you win a championship, they all feel the same. You know, it's all incredible.
If there's anything the San Francisco Giants want their fans to know, is that they won the World Series title for them, and that together we're champions. In San Francisco, Diane Tuazon, CBS 47, on your side. Most of the canals in Fresno are unfenced with strong currents running through. It takes the right skills to get out of these tough situations.
They're pretty deep. They're about 10 feet deep, and they get faster the deeper you go.
The water flowing through a canal may look calm, but don't let it fool you, as I quickly learned by jumping right into the fast-moving water. Within seconds, the currents pulled me further down the canal with little time to swim to safety.
If you fall in, you're not going to swim upstream, so you're kind of along for the ride.
The irrigation canals that flow throughout the valley are designed to move water quickly, which means there are not a lot of ways to get out if you ever find yourself caught in one.
Sometimes, due to reckless driving or drunk driving or just bad driving, people end up in a canal.
You got comms?
Which is why the Fresno and Clovis fire departments held their annual swift water rescue training Friday to put their skills to the test.
If it ever happens, they'll be more comfortable with it, and they'll know their limitations in water.
All crew members were trained in a swift water environment and invited me to train along with them.
So proper entry into the water, back first.
Learning everything from safely swimming out of a current to saving a person trapped in the backseat of a car submerged in water.
It's the first learn how to swim.
Leave the ignition on. Your battery works for a little bit even when it's underwater.
If you ever find yourself trapped in a car, rescue crews say don't panic. Allow the car to fill up with water before opening a door on the downstream side of the current. Tell me when to throw it. But the best advice is simple.
Don't try to swim the canal, like I said, because there's too many hazards, too many things that can catch you up and trap you.
The Swift Water Rescue Team says so far they've responded to at least 50 calls this year. In Fresno, Diane Tuazon, CBS 47, on your side.